Originally from Czech Republic and now living in Las Vegas, Petia can be found meditating in nature during her off time. She believes that a strong mindset gets us through anything and builds a life that feels good on the inside, not just looks good on the outside. Petia is teaching people how to be strong-minded through meditation, fitness, and mindset. Petia, you ready to rock this?
Ready, and I'm always up to it. Yes.
Boom! I love your mindset and your determination. You just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Didn't you say I'm the right vibe person? I keep thinking about that.
You are, and I'm sure we'll dive in more about like what you help me do, and throughout this conversation, just have so much fun. But thank you for taking time out of your schedule and all the people that you're helping to come on here and share your wisdom with our audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I was like in and out most of the day, and your speakers are so incredibly amazing. Like the value you're bringing in just one day, and so many different, there were so many different aspects and views, but still all the people were aligned with the same idea to helping others to be awakened, to rise, to be their best version possible. And it's incredibly empowering. So thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're already getting ahead of me. I love it. You're setting the pace, baby. Yes. Yes. Okay. So awakening your GPS is the theme today. So Petia, how do you awaken your GPS?
When I was watching the videos today with your other speakers, I was trying to prepare my answer. And then I went to grab a quick lunch with my friend who is leaving, and she's moving back to San Diego. And little story happened that I wanted to share.
Cool.
So when I was walking there through the restaurant, there was a lady. She walked up to me, and I noticed her on the bar because she had really nice clothes. Anyway, she walked up to me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you look amazing. Whatever you are doing, just keep doing it. I love your energy." See, in the past, it would awaken the ego in me. Oh, somebody told me they like me. Somebody told me I look good. And I would feed up on that. However, what I picked on that was, I love your energy, and whatever you are doing, keep doing that. And it's just completely different mindset, because in the past, I gotta admit, I'm recovering people pleaser, and don't we all a little bit are?
A little bit.
Just a little bit. But in the past, I was doing so many things to please people, and I was thinking that if I help everyone to be happy, to get in their happy place, and when they feel good, finally there will be place for me. What I've learned the last few years through my personal journey to personal development and growing was that it's really not about the conditions on the outside. It really doesn't matter what car we have, how does we look. And don't get me wrong, I want my Audi. It's there, it's lined up. I know I want to look good, but it's not the top priority. So for me, being awakened and awakening in my best potential, it's making other people feel good. And that's all through strong mindset and self-care, because we all know these people, they suck your energy and you're just trying to find the excuses not to be around them. I was one of them in the past. And
No.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone we are live, and I was. But I really believe that tapping into who you truly are, what you believe in, what are your values, no matter on the outside conditions, it really helps you to feel amazing. You feel great energy. And then when you are overflowing, you are coming from the place you can share. It will never, ever happen before, because then you are just trying to fill yourself with the circumstances on the outside, and it sucks. sucks because you are dependent on other people to make you feel good, to make you feel worthy, to make you feel you're good enough. You're running around and you're so depleted and tired that it just doesn't work.
That's powerful. I love how it's like, where do you get your energy from? Where do you source from? You know, where do you get that drive, the zest for life? Is it from objects? Is it from things outside of you? Is it from your circumstances, or do you create it within? Do you self-source, self-energize, and just create that through self-love and taking care of yourself, that nurturing?
That's an amazing question. And I gotta say that I have people, they come to me and they ask me, like my followers on social media or my clients that I'm consulting and coaching, they're like, well, for you, it's so easy. You're always so positive. You're motivated. You feel good. You're young, whatever. It's easy. It's not. It's everyday work in and out. And I have some people very close to me that are my family members. They told me, I wish I would have a body like you. I wish I would feel so good like you do. Well, I have to work my ass for it every single day. And I hope we can be cursing because it's too late for that. Sorry, too late for that. I think it's late enough. The thing is that I really have to be working on it every single day. And I need to be very intentional about it because I create my own energy. Because what happens in the morning, and I was telling this to my friend today, I wake up in the morning and first thing when you're starting to be awake, your mind starts to work and you're thinking like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. And this person didn't call me back and whatever. Your brain starts picking up. And then I have to bring myself back. And before I start just reacting on all my thoughts, I set the course for my morning routine. I can't and I don't want to break my morning routine, which consists always from, and it's very similar to your, Chris. I wake up in the morning, I do a guided meditation. Sometimes I do silent meditation, but I like to start my day with a guided meditation for one simple reason. When we awake, we are like a fresh sheet of paper, and whatever we start to write on will dictate the course on our day. So if I wake up and my mind starts to be thinking, I am not having the best thoughts. So if I can do guided meditation, and I love to do David G or Abraham Hicks, it's guided meditation. It's usually between 10 to 20 minutes. It sets my mind to stay focused. I don't have to do anything. I just want to make sure that I start the day focused on the good things. Then I prepare my breakfast. I take it to my bed. I allow my dog to jump on my bed and we journal together. So I journal about what I'm grateful for. Three things that would make my day great, which means I am setting up the expectations for the good things that will happen, that I want them to be in my day. Even if it's just like, I want to call my grandma and have a great chat, or something that you can look forward in the day. And then I always have my daily affirmation. So I just set myself for success. I don't let things come to me. And one thing I have to learn the hard way, because I was, my main business was a social media marketing manager for other people. I was managing their accounts. And so I was going to sleep very late at night, working on my phone, sleeping with my phone, waking up in the morning and, let me look at the notifications. Do my clients have messages? I was so scattered. Exhausted, and I was, and trust me, I love social media for what it does. I still have some private clients that I'm helping them, but right now what I'm helping them more, it's the social media presence. Awaken the presence, who they really are, and attracting their tribe. Now it's different, but my phone, it's in other room. I don't let it to dictate my day anymore.
Wow. What was the biggest challenge about making that transition? Like, did you find that it was difficult to go from managing people's social media? Like, was that comfortable for you? Was it challenging to take the leap into this new direction?
It's very challenging. It is, because I built my company. It was almost 2 years ago when I was fired from my old job, where I was 5 years, where I thought I will get retired and like grow old there. So it's like you think you will be with a person growing old, and then suddenly next day they'll tell you, "Oh, I want a divorce." So it's kind of how it felt like to me. So building my own company for social media, I give it my all, how it's all, there's always a little bit more we can do.
Yep.
But I needed to let it go, because what I realized is that most of my clients become dependent on me, on what I was doing. And the reason why they were hiring me was completely disconnect from the social media. I was posting for them. I was creating pictures, creating content for them. And then I realized that it didn't align what I really believe in, because what I believe in, it's creating the community, building long-term loyal relationships. That's what social media for me is. I built a relationship with people all around the world because they love me for me, and I could be myself, not pretending anything. And what my clients were expecting, take it away from me. I want to have a free hand so I don't have to deal with it. I know social media works. I don't want to deal with it. So I allow them to step out of it. And then I realize it's not good, because then you're not building the relationships. You have a person who is managing it for you. And I need to admit that there was miscommunication maybe, or misunderstanding between me and my clients, because everything and all, it's learning, and we both know it. So I told them, I will save you time. I will connect you with your tribe. You just need to create live streaming videos and stories, because I can be your posting. The greatest gift I have, and I think you know it already, I feel people. I can feel them. I don't know how to describe it, but when I'm around people, I can kind of tap into them, and I can feel their desires. I can feel their fears. So when I'm working with my clients, when I'm posting for them, I would not work with people that I don't align, that I don't believe in their mission, that I don't see their heart. So it was very easy for me to go and take pictures, do the videos, create the captions. They did get great engagement. It wasn't turning into paying clients because they were not engaged. I will help you to be seen like who you are, but you need to do that like the finish point. You need to show up. And Chris, you're constantly showing up for people as who you are, and that's what sells. Because if people love you for you, then I will buy anything for you. I don't care if it's an ebook, if it's audio course, if it's your seminar, mastermind, whatever it is. I love Chris Burns, so I want to go and get whatever he's selling, because he's not selling me. He always brings value. So I don't like that disconnect. And we talked about it last week. I'm stepping out of managing, and I'm stepping in, really helping people to awaken their presence, be strong-minded. And that really means for me, whatever your weaker area is, let me help you step in it. If it's your social media presence, to show up for who you authentically really are. Because how we present ourselves in real world, it's not always how we are seen on social media. Or I can do the fitness coaching so you gain the strength for your daily activities. Or the mindset coaching, which we know it's a base of everything.
That's powerful. So you got the social media, you got the fitness, and you got the mindset.
Let's not forget about my meditation. You're my testimonial.
Yes. I would love to share about that. That was such an amazing experience. We were at a mastermind this last weekend in Vegas, and Petia lives in Vegas. I live in SoCal, and I was there, and we were at the bar afterwards, and she noticed that I was like dealing with some stuff, and I said, like I want to let go of some stress and some overwhelm, anxiety, that kind of stuff. So she just took me through this process of releasing, right? A meditation to just get present, and it took a little bit, like for a lot of people, like I know I'll speak for myself. Sometimes I don't want to let go. Sometimes I don't want to like dig into the emotions and the feelings and work on it and go through that process. I just want can we just already be done with this? Like, why do I got to sit and feel this? I don't want to feel it. Just like put it to the side, and it just takes the awesome guidance of an expert, of a practitioner, of a leader like Petia to take us through that process. And so she took me through it, closed my eyes, and just got present and started just breathing again, feeling my heart, feeling my energy. So we went through that, and then afterwards it felt like amazing. She's like, Chris, do you see the shift in your energy that you got is freaking amazing? And I was like, yeah, it feels incredible. And then we wait around, or we're at the bar for a little bit longer, and then all of a sudden this family, I start talking to this guy right next to me because I feel amazing, right? I want to talk to people, and it's just him, just this older dude, like really remind me a lot of my dad, crazy. And so he's like, he's from Hawaii. And I talked to him, and then all of a sudden his wife and his son come up, and his wife and his son look exactly like my mom. His wife looks exactly like my mom. Yeah.
Don't forget to say that his wife, her family was from Czech Republic. Weirdest thing ever.
Yes. So it's from Czech Republic, and then the son. Okay, so this guy is like Hawaiian, right? And the wife is like white and Czech Republic, and and so the son is like this freaking white blonde haired kid, and it's like totally me when I was younger. When I'm like 10, 12, 15 years old, whatever. And he's like shy, playing video games on his phone, doesn't want to interact with people. I'm like, dude, that was freaking me when I was younger. And it's like this process of healing, childhood healing. And I just went over and I talked to him. I was like, listen, bro, you want to do something fun? Like, why don't you, for the rest of this trip, play a game to see how much fun you can have? Because that's what I wish that I had back then, is just someone who knew how to communicate with me and what I wanted. And granted, I probably could have done a little bit better job, but
No, Chris, no. Please don't say that, because if you would have different guidance in the past, right, you wouldn't go through the struggles. You wouldn't grow into the person who you are now. You wouldn't understand the people who you can be helping right now. So no, I've been through that, and I felt like, I wish my parents would put me to piano classes. I wish my parents would pay attention when I wanted to be writing and painting. I wish I would feel loved, so I didn't have to go through the struggle I went. But then I realized, if my past would be different, I wouldn't be where I am. And even though sometimes we feel lost, sometimes we feel like we should be pushing more and working harder and doing more, it's not about that. It's really embracing the obstacles we overcame that you did. And the beautiful thing is, you are working on it, you are aware of it, and that's the most important thing, really. So I was sitting there, and there are all the people passing and everything, and I look at you, and you look like completely different person, and I love that. I love seeing that with my clients. I had a business coaching with a lady, coaching her on social media, and I can see her energy. She was like, this person is this, and I can feel she's frustrated, and I'm like, okay, come with me. I take her to the studio. We sit for 5 minutes. I take her through the quick breathing technique, and you can see that on people. It just like fell over, and she was like, I'm good. Can we keep going? I'm like, sure. So it was absolutely amazing watching you shift. And I really appreciate you trusting me because, we just met on that mastermind. And even though I know there is always amazing energy and that you're kind of with the people that believe in, in the similar principles, we are there because we all want to grow and we all want to be helping people. Still allow someone to guide you to really tap into the places that you feel vulnerable. It's incredibly empowering, not just for you or my clients, but also for me, because it helps me to feel my purpose, my passion, so thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. It's a magical experience. And anybody, I highly recommend you go through the process. Petia is amazing. And, we're talking a little bit about awaken your presence, which you were helping me awaken my presence. Because before that, my presence was probably like dimmed. My light was dimmed. I wasn't as radiant as I could be and happy and joyful and, like confident, whatever, energized. So what does it mean to awaken your presence?
For me, awaken your presence, it's really embracing who you are, because I'm not sure if it's only for women. I do connect with women much more because I am original from Eastern Europe. So the way I was raised, it's that woman is supposed to serve, take care of family, take care of men. And so she is kind of like the last one, And I was raised in a way when my stepfather was abusive physically and mentally, and I felt unloved, I felt unworthy, and that led me to be dealing with eating disorder for 18 years. And I hated my life, I hated myself, and I didn't even know who I am if I'm not everything for everyone. And many women feel they have to be everything for everyone. At the workplace with their coworkers, they have to be always nice and serving, and at home, we're trying to do it all. And I got burned out, I got to the point in my life when I had so much pain, I really didn't see any meaning of it. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to go to the job. When I get to the job, I just wanted to go back to the bed. So I was through so much pain, and it was because I didn't know who am I. And this is a lifelong journey for us, because what I really love now, when I step into who I am, I give myself permission to be whoever heck I want to be that particular day. Every day you wake up, you're a different person. You talk with different people yesterday. You read different books. You listen to different podcasts or talk to your coach. So the next day when you wake up, you're starting anew. So for me, awakening in the presence means be strong-minded, be into who you truly are and own it. Don't do everything for everyone. I love helping people. I love nourishing people. That's part of me. I'm not giving that up. I am not saying to be selfish. I am saying do the things that make you feel good. Do the things that make you feel happy. Do the things that you believe in, and it doesn't matter if your parents believe in that, if your life partner believe in that, if in your work they believe in that. You will slowly be shifting, and the shifts, what's amazing, and I just saw it last few months in my life, are quicker and quicker. That's what I love. What took me before months now take me weeks, then it goes into days. But you know why? Because I work on it every single day.
So, Petia, what's an example of something that used to take you a long time or used to be difficult for you that you've gotten better at?
That's very personal. No, I would say it's I would say it's the people pleasing part. It's thinking that I have to do everything for everyone, and I'm getting rid of toxic relationships. And it doesn't matter if it's people in your workplace or relationships or your family. It's really understand that I'm kind of fixer. I'm like, hey, I feel amazing. Let me help you to feel amazing, you know. And not everybody it's ready. Not everybody went through enough pain, and they have to go through the pain, you know. I mean, if you feel pleasure in your life, you don't want to change. You want to keep getting more and more and more. And both of the ways are kind of addicting. So for me, what I'm going quicker in the process, it's realizing to go with my gut, really. Does this feel good or not? Because if it doesn't feel good now, it's not going to feel good in a month. And I was wasting a lot of time in that, thinking maybe I can help this person. Maybe this person will change. I don't want to change people. But sometimes, because I told you I can feel people, I can see their potential. I see how much they can grow. I can see their potential of business and love and just really thriving. But they didn't work on their stuff. So I learned to step out of it. I'm still working on it, but I'm learning. And few of your guests said it today, letting go and surrender. That's my biggest and daily lesson, that not everybody it's meant to stay in your life, and that not everyone wants to be saved or helped. It's their journey.
Yeah, well, I think that's the big thing, is not everyone wants to be saved. And for some people are looking for the help. Some people who are interested in personal development, who are committed to the growth, to the journey, they're asking for their help. They're seeking the help, but it's at a certain level of desire, right? Because some people, they might say they want the help, but when it actually comes down to changing their life and doing things different, they don't want to change. They don't want to do things different. And then there's some people who are like, they don't even want to change at all. You know, they're comfortable and they just stay there. You're like, ugh.
I mean, you can see, you know, when I used to go to college here,
yeah,
people are like, my professors, they were all like, be careful with your face. We know what you're thinking. It's all over your face. I can fake it. Like, you can tell. Like, so yeah, you can tell. I just don't agree with it. I feel like if you're not growing, you're dying. And it doesn't have to mean like huge changes in your life, but I always ask myself, what can I do today to learn something new? What can I do to make myself feel better? What can I do to make someone else smile? I love that. I love that. I never had that in the past in my life, but it was really when I stepped into who I am, what I believe in, my energy changed. And I have so many people reaching out to me online, and they're like, you made me smile. I love your energy. I'm like, really? Do you? Oh, so it's amazing shift.
What did you see made the biggest difference for you in your energy, in terms of attracting people with your energy? Like, what did you have to do to shift that?
What was the biggest change? Well, I need to say that for me, it was like a gradual change. But to be honest, the biggest change for me was I started to work with the wellness center here locally in Las Vegas. And the energy there, it's different, you know, the people there are different. And there were people like the owner, JC Cogs, he completely changed who I am. And he changed the view on the world and many other aspects of my life. But the thing is that he didn't tell me what to do. He inspired me through his actions, through who he is. And also it felt like he just reminded me, you know, like that thing that, oh, I know, but I didn't know. So he helped me tap into who I am, what I really value, what I really want in life, the things that I'm not going to respect anymore. And there's some people I truly love, like the ladies there. They are so open, so loving, so helpful. And that's where I started to teach the guided meditation, because he was like, hey, do you want to do event with me? And Chris, you know, I'm a yes kind of person. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. He was like, okay, let's do it in 10 days. Can you do that? I'm like, sure. Never taught guided meditation in my life. Why not? 15 people there aligned. Okay, we go to nature. And I'm just doing it. But then I had people that are like, wow, you have really soothing voice. Wow, I feel really good. I'm like, I have no idea what am I doing, but people around me feel good.
Yes.
So now I promise I'm prepping for my clients and my classes. I do. But the biggest change was following my intuition. Following my intuition, and you know how they say, like, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Yes.
I met JC Cox in a couple really big braid harking events of my life, and when I found the store, kind of found me. I was looking for some natural supplements to calm me down because I was going through some rough patches in my life, and the store appeared. But then I kind of discarded, went a few months away, and then I came back for some reason. You know how it just happens, like
yes.
you happened in my life. So it's just really trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, because it knows better than you. It does. So that was the biggest change in my life. Trusting myself and trusting my intuition, going with the flow and letting go of what's hurting me.
Wow. That's powerful. So trusting your intuition, let's dive into that a little bit more. How do we, as listeners and everyone who's listening, how do we develop our intuition even more?
The thing is that we are so conditioned to listen to everybody else. And if I would really, like, for complete beginner who never done any personal development, any reading and anything, super easy. Ask yourself, just, you know me, close your eyes, take a deep breath and ask yourself, does this feel good? And if it's not heck yes, then it's heck no. Really, it's that simple. Because then when you go deeper in it, you will start to consider, like, I shouldn't, I should, this person, the other person. And then it's not your intuition anymore. Your first thought, that's it. Listen to it, follow it, because it will lead you to the place where you're meant to be. My life, it's not where I want it to be. Trust me, I painted my life completely differently by the age I'm right now, which we're not mentioning here, but it was supposed to be completely different. I had plan. I love plan. I love organizing. Then if it doesn't work, I have plan B, C, D, whatever. We have the whole alphabet.
Yes.
But when we are really pushing and pressuring something, it's not what's meant for you. What's meant for you will just show up for you. So it's really, like I said, the easiest thing you can do is just sit with it. Turn off all the distractions and ask yourself, how does this feel? Does it feel good or does it feel bad? Because if it feels bad right now, it's not going to get better. People are not going to change for you. You do you, and the right people will show up. They will support you. They will love you, and you don't have to explain yourself. So that's the most basic thing. And then also journaling. That changed everything for me. I used to have a client for her social media. She was a Reiki master. She was a manifester. And she taught me really amazing thing, how to journal. So every time when I journal, my first sentence is, I am so happy and grateful now. And I keep going because it's the now. You're not going to be happy when you get that perfect relationship, because once you find that perfect mate, you will want the perfect house with it, the perfect kids with it, the perfect furniture with it. You know, like it will be always changing. So that's what I'm really focusing on, always the now. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living in a house that it's filled with fresh flowers and the loving, supporting husband and 2 little kids running in the garden. You feel it, you can see it. And more you do this exercise, more you can visualize it. And maybe it won't appear exactly how you see that, but it will feel the same way. You will feel good. You know it's yours because it feels natural to you. It's like going somewhere for the first time in your life, walking into the room and you see there a person sitting, you smile at them and you connect with them instantly because you feel like you know them forever. It feels good. It feels natural. That's your thing.
Yeah. It's like the chemistry, you know, like this intuition is like what I wonder, you know, just kind of thinking the universe is aligning us with stuff, right? The universe is leading us. Our intuition is taking us certain places. And I'm curious about the frequency and the energy, the vibration when it connects us to what we want, like what chemicals are going on in our body, you know, adrenaline or, you know, the serotonin or these other like good kind of chemicals that keep us moving forward. It's so awesome. Hannah, who was just on right before you, she's all about like quantum physics and stuff, and like that understanding that awakening your presence is like understanding what is your presence and what's the universe like. How does that work? How does our presence work? You know, it has me curious.
It is amazing, and trust me, I'm fascinated by it too, but that goes back to the thing that we are trying to control it. If you're trying to understand the how, you're focusing so much time on the how that you're not letting it flow. And that's something I really have to understand too, because like, I love to know why. Like for me, like do this, why? You know, like I want to know because it helps me to learn better.
Yes.
However, what I really learn is when I trust, when I relax, when I do believe that everything is working out for me. And just think about it, Chris, when you look back in your life, like like they say the dots, you cannot connect them looking forward. You can connect them only looking backwards. So when you look back, it all makes sense. If you're going through something that doesn't make sense right now, it will in the future. You are meant to meet these people. You are meant to go through this suffering because it will help you to get to where you're meant to be. And trust me, I'm not a person who will be sitting on my ass waiting for things to happen. I will keep going out there, but I will go out there listening to my intuition, what feels right, what feels not, you know, what feels good for me. And then you don't need to understand how. I don't know how the gravity works. I don't know how, you know, like so many things that are absolutely amazing that I have no freaking idea why and how they work. It still works. It's the same, the law of attraction. It's the energy. It just works. So it's really, and I can
real quick. I'm going to pause you. Think about that. What you were thinking about, real quick. Sterling says, "How do we know if we are aligned with the universe? If we are not, how do we get to aligned?"
That's a great question. The thing is that you can tell by the way you feel. If you are aligned, you feel great. You feel like you have amazing energy, and I feel like it's that kind of knowing and loving. You feel great. Like the people that you are meeting, they understand you. You know, you're getting a great parking spot. You're getting a green light. It's because you feel great. And if you want to be aligned, what really helps me, it's Like when you're really in bad mood and everything is pissing you off, like everything, like the littlest, smallest thing, like somebody look at you bad and you take it all personally. That's when you're not aligned, because you're paying attention to the things that don't feel right. To align, if you're feeling really bad, if you're feeling depressed, you cannot jump to the alignment and everything is amazing. But a thing that I learned, which is super easy, it's one simple question. How can I feel better right now? Just better. Because, when you wake up in the morning, you feel really bad. You don't want to do anything. And you don't even know why you're in the funk. You ask yourself, okay, should I go to the gym? Should I go to run? Should I pet?
Are you thinking about someone in particular, Petia?
No. Should I meditate? Should I write my journal? Should I pet my dog? Your thing will be different from other people, but to align with who you are, it's sit down and journal, go to the nature, take a few deep breaths. Like the exercise that I love to do with my clients, that it's super easy. You can do it anywhere, even if you are working in the office you hate and you go to the bathroom. So it's called rhythmic breathing. You take 4 times. You just repeat this for 4 times. Take a deep breath in till the count of 4. Hold it till count of 4. And exhale to count of 4 through your mouth. Because when you're letting everything out through your mouth, you're getting rid of what's not serving you. So you breathe in, count to 4, hold it for 4, and sigh everything out. 2 more times, Chris. You're on it. Take a deep breath. Hold. One more time. And it's just this simple exercise, because you're counting, you're focusing on your breath. Even if it's those few seconds, because they say all you need is 16 seconds to realign again. It's you in the moment. You're stepping in your power. You're stepping in how you're feeling. You're feeling better. So for you, it might be different than for me or Sterling. What I would say to align, ask yourself, how can you feel a little bit better right now?
Beautiful. You know what's funny?
Did I mess up?
No, it was perfect. It's perfect. Great. Mastermind. You're at the mastermind. Did you hear when they were talking about the guy named Sterling, about sending the email to the guy named Sterling?
No, I haven't.
It's so funny. Okay. So listen, Sterling, if you're still out there, I freaking love you, man. And at the mastermind, we were at, Petia was only at one day of it. The other day, they're talking about, okay, so one of the strategies to get people engaged is to send an email out, but to the wrong person's name. And then right after that, send them another email and say, oh, whoops, sorry, I sent you the wrong email, but the offer I sent you, the discount, the code, whatever, the special promotion, oh, you can still have that, right? So people are like, oh, awesome, I get it. The name that they used is Sterling, because he's like, nobody's named Sterling. I freaking love you, Sterling, man. I want to give you a big hug. I miss you, brother. You're awesome. I love you, dude. So yeah,
people always have fun with my English. Trust me.
Speaking of which, let's dive into that. How was it coming to the United States and learning English? That whole process. What was that like for you?
It was painful because I came from, so I lived 21 years in Czech Republic, and I kind of feel like I don't belong, it didn't feel right. I just didn't feel home there. So I moved to London. From London, I moved to Spain, and I used to live on the beach. My apartment was just stairs down from the beach. But when you live there, you don't appreciate it because you're always working. And then I got a scholarship opportunity, full scholarship, if I can pass the test, to United States, to the college. So I was like, okay, yes, kind of person, let's do it. What can I lose? It was an economic crisis in Spain, so there was no jobs. I was working like a bookkeeper. I was like, let's do it. I moved in here and I hated it. I hated it the first 3 years. And I don't use that word. Like love and hate are too strong for me. So I'm careful with using them. It's just a European thing. It's just my thing.
Yes.
But when I moved in here, I feel like people are so superficial. I feel like they're like, oh, I love you. Let's go for lunch. Let's like we're a big family here. And then you never hear from them again. So it was such a cultural shock for me. And it was really hard because the mentality is different. The way I was raised is different. Now that I'm a little bit bigger, I realized that it's not about where we live, but the things we choose to do and people we choose to surround ourselves with. But to moving from southern Spain when everything is mañana, no stress, everything is relaxed, it was a shock for me. I feel like now this last few months, I'm getting back to that vibe. Like I'm always in the nature. I'm in our wellness center, naturally organic, that it's healing center for others. It's such a great vibe there. So I'm always there and I love it. I'm myself there. So did I answer the question? What am I talking about? I'm like a bunny, like what?
It's perfect. Going down the rabbit hole, right?
I'm good in that, yeah.
So yes, you did answer it. What it was like for you was challenging. You hated it in the beginning. It was terrible and challenging. And the culture shock. How did adapting to the culture, different cultures, how did that equip you to be more effective at empowering people to awaken their presence?
Incredibly. You see, that's when I think that's the part when I say we connect the dots looking, backwards. Because now when I look at that, I couldn't be who I am right now if I wouldn't feel such a disconnect, such a loneliness, such a unworthiness, such a crave for love. I wouldn't be able to understand now my clients who are focusing on their limiting beliefs instead of their strengths, who are living in the future and rushing there. And it doesn't matter if they're business owners or so. Being here in the United States, people who are born here don't realize it, but this country, it's absolutely full of opportunities. The people you can meet, the dreams you can build, it's just incredible. And I'm not coming from any like jungle, like Czech Republic, it's pretty beautiful, amazing country. We are a few years behind you guys, but I'm from a nice little town, I had a family there, friends. So it's not like I'm coming from jungle and this is like wow for me, but it allowed me to tap into who I am, embrace my strengths. And you guys are so much into the personal empowerment and development. And Louise Hay, I love her so much. She changed my life. She's the one who put me on the path of personal development. So the opportunities, the thing, what I truly believe, and I told you, Chris, I do believe that every obstacle can be turned into opportunity. What I can learn from this, because if we don't learn, we will be stuck, we'll be complaining, we'll be frustrated, and we are not going to love ourselves and our lives. So United States really helped me to grow.
Yeah. I love it. It's sounds like you were happy and you were having this family, this family that was so important to you, that culture. And United States is like everyone's driven. Everyone's like, I want to grow. I want to be my greatest possible self. I want to achieve. I want to make more money. and you're like, whoa, like life's going so fast around here. Everybody's running around. Like, okay, cool. I can, dance with this and see how I feel with it. So at the same time, you stepped up your level of growth and your commitment to growth and personal development. And you also had to learn the balance of how do I continue to love myself, because you were doing the social media, which is probably, social media management, which is probably like the US infused, like the United States infused kind of path and action and mentality. You're like, oh, social media, I'll ride that, like, boom, and then you're like, wow, this is really not fulfilling me. It's not like filling me up. And you said, okay, let's do Be.Strong.Minded, which is the brand you developed. So tell us a little bit more about that brand. Is there anything else that we should know about it? How to be strong-minded ourselves. What do you want to accomplish with it? Please just share that with us.
So the Be Strong-Minded, it's really a new concept for me, but like I before said, when student it's ready, the teacher will appear. So Silo really helped me to develop this, to tap into who I am, what do I believe in, what are my values. And I realized that all of the obstacles that I overcame in my life that made me feel loving life and myself was because I was strong-minded and I was constantly growing myself and developing myself in the three areas. So the Be Strong-Minded stand for be, it's from being. That's my meditation part, because I believe that when we meditate, we really allow to tap into the intuition, into who we really are, disconnect from everything and everyone. It's just me with myself. That's all that meditation truly is. Me with myself, not being everything for everyone. Then the strong, I have clients, there are successful entrepreneurs, they have money, they do have their kind of routine. They're not taking care of their bodies. And it's just, it doesn't work, because when you really truly love yourself, you will want to feel vibrant, energetic, loving yourself, seeing what works for you. So that's where the strong comes in, because I am also fitness private coach. When I'm teaching my clients, it's not just the lifting or the weights. It's really about becoming stronger. Take care of yourself, take care of your body, because that's the only place you have to live, right? And then the mind that comes from the mindset. I put it in the end, not because it's the last thing, but because it's the strongest, most important thing, your mindset. So I do life coaching, building other people's stronger mindset, tapping into what are the obstacles in their life, where they're stopping themselves and why. That's what we did in your meditation. We tap into your past, into why you are not where you want to be. And I just guide you through that you could see it. And you are a different person right now, because you are strong enough to face it and say, okay, no more BS. I'm embracing it. I'm doing it. So when I work with my clients, some of my clients, they do with me, they buy packages and they do all the three things. They do the meditation, they do the fitness coaching, and they do the life coaching. Some of them, they are just feeling weak with one area. So we work on that. We just work on weekly meditation or the mindset, because there is no better thing than waking up with a smile in the morning and feeling excited for life. And we have only one life, so we better really love it. So that's what I'm doing. And also with the, I know you will be sharing the link in your notes, but what I'm sharing, it's one free, the coaching session. They can just schedule with me. We can do the wellness audit to really tap into what is weak in their life so we can get it stronger. If it's, how they can meditate, how they can feel better where they are right now. I do online fitness coaching classes, online meditation. Everything nowadays, it's online. So, well, if somebody needs me in Hawaii and needs to pay my ticket, I won't say no. But other than that, I'm used to do everything online and I'm fully there. So
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Petia, you mentioned a little bit about the next step. They can do this session with you. How do people stay connected with you? Real quick, we talked about Be Strong Minded. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover in this hour?
This one, not the happy hour. Is it happy hour the next one? Because
it's happy hour the next hour.
Did you bring the wine?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. So we'll wrap this one up and then call this an episode, and then we'll keep going.
Okay.
Cool. So, how do people stay connected with you?
So the best way for staying connected, it's on Facebook, which is facebook.com Petia Kolibova. Mm-hmm. And on Instagram, where I am daily, it's Be.Strong.Minded.
Awesome. I love it. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to continue this session. Everyone who's listening on the podcast or watching the video replay, definitely follow Petia. She has amazing energy, doing amazing stuff, inspiring people all over Instagram and the world and Las Vegas, and she's awesome, so stay connected with her. Thank you so much, Petia.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Chris. You just keep shining.
Appreciate you too.